What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I am now coming at you from the Denver yard. I like to get out here about a day early before I head out on a load because I just can't go straight from the house to a load. You know, I got to prepare my mind for everything I got to do. So I got out here about noon, went to Walmart, got a bunch of stuff, stocked up my truck with everything else that I need. And with this new electric cooler I have, hopefully that allows me to carry a little bit better stuff on the truck so I don't fall into the, corn dogs and fried chicken strips and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see about that. But got out here. Another reason I come out here early is to hook up to a trailer. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want anybody to use the excuse, hey, could you take this local load so we could get you a trailer? I'm going to come out here and get my trailer. You know what I mean? So, came out here, hooked up to a trailer, and immediately I had a message come over that said, you're about to enter the state of Arkansas and all this stuff. But I never saw a load, so I wasn't sure what to think about that. So, didn't really hear anything else. But about 20 minutes later, I get a message from another dispatcher, not my own, asked me if I was ready to reload. And I said, no, I'll be ready to go like 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So didn't hear anything. And then this is respect right here, okay? And this is why I like my fleet manager, and why, I don't know if it's just my fleet manager or why you should have a good relationship with your fleet manager. But I get a message from my fleet manager saying, would you like this load, or would you rather go east? Now, he knows I don't like messing with anything east of Cheyenne or west of Cheyenne in the winter. But I also know that he's the type of guy that if a load is paying enough money, he's going to send it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And this load was paying really well. It's going to Red Bluff, California. It's about 1,200 miles. I think it was paying like $3,700. Let me take a look. It was paying almost $3,800. So I know why you sent it. Now, if this was summertime, I'd be all over that load. Now, that being said, if my fleet manager absolutely needed to get this load ran, I would run that load. As stupid as it sounds. But he offered me the option. Would I rather go west or go east? He knows I don't like messing with west, so he just threw that out there. And one of the reasons I'm not even wanting to go out that direction, listen, I just saw trucks on I-80 sitting out there for 2.5 days. I looked up the weather report out there in Reno and Red Bluffs and all that kind of stuff, and they're talking about 10 inches plus of snow and everything like that. Listen, I'm not about that chain in life. I'm not about shutting down for days at a time, any of that kind of stuff. I'd rather just wait for a load going east, and I'll take half the money going the same amount of miles just to get me kind of going that way. I know that the weather's been bad all across the United States, so sometimes you got to be careful what you wish for. But I just don't see whistling through the graveyard all the way out to California. Then once you're out there, it's not like you don't have to come back. You know what I'm saying? So you're whistling through the graveyard for basically 3,000 miles. That's just not anything that I want to do. Doesn't make financial sense to me. So we'll see what else he has to come up with. But that's pretty much it. Had a good I don't know how many days I had at home. 13 days at home. Less than I was thinking. But it's probably better even than me staying that additional week that I was thinking about staying, because I'm going to be coming out of the hole a little bit on this, on this pay period. Not that I'm really in the hole, because that emergency fund sitting there with about 17 grand up in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really in the hole, but I'm not going to use that money because I want that money to kind of be there for when I have this other driver driving this other truck. That's a good buffer for me. You know what I'm saying? That works out well. So I'll work my way out of this. And really, I'm only one truck payment in the hole, but you know, I got my truck in Peterbilt, did that oil change at about 40,000 miles, did the oil change, filters, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, let's say that's $700. I don't even know how much it is. I didn't even look. I don't even care about it. Whatever that amount is, plus my payment, you know, it's going to take me a while to dig out of this, but like I'd mentioned in previous videos, I'm really not even trying to make money right now. I just want to go into this second truck situation exactly where I'm at now and not lower than that. So it's more about maintaining than it is making some extra money. But I do respect my fleet manager. Man, this thing is jacked up. I do respect my fleet manager for at least acknowledging the fact that I'm not trying to mess with that direction in the wintertime. That's a good relationship with your fleet manager. Now, some other stuff that kind of came up recently. You know, there's a driver that I'd met back when she was going through orientation, PSD, all that kind of stuff. And at the time, I had bought a whole bunch of like clothing for female drivers at Prime, Highway Diamonds, and she's one of the people that I gave I don't know if it was a sweatshirt or a jacket or whatever it was, but I gave her one of those, and she's been with Prime for about a year now, and she was looking to drive for somebody at Prime that has their own little private fleet situation, so the possibility of making more money, more flexibility, all that stuff is there. And had I known that she was going to be looking for that situation, I would have ordered a truck a while back. So I've been tossing that around, and I think I passed up on two good drivers. I think I might go ahead and order that truck. Now, you know I'm about Pete Gang. You know, I'd like to order a Peterbilt, but I think most people would be happy with a decent Freightliner. So I may go ahead and order that. And it's, you know, for everybody out there that has these private fleets, you know, it's not always just about the money. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is kind of, but, you know, I'd rather get what I want and take my money on the back end than have somebody running a little bit less, cheaper fuel, and then sell it for less down the road. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it, but who knows? So be on the lookout for that. That might be coming down the pike. If that's something that you might be interested in, like I said, I'm not 100% sure on it, but the pay is definitely coming correct. And it's coming correct, but because I'm generally looking for somebody that has minimum right around a year experience, stuff like that. So maybe if you're solo right now, company, don't mind being company, love being company, don't want to deal with the lease headaches, and you have 6 months in right now, you know what? Send me an email. Maybe we could talk about it, and maybe that's the reason for me to go ahead and pull that trigger a tad bit sooner than I was thinking about doing it. But that's about it, man. I'm just sitting out here relaxing, just trying to prepare my mind. Like, I don't know if I'd mentioned this or not earlier, but I do need to get out to Springfield. Want to get some new tires on this truck, not because it needs it, but if I'm gonna put somebody in a truck, I want to put them in a truck in the best situation possible. So this truck's already made me enough money as is. Even if it costs me a little bit more money on some tires, I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? So get out to Springfield, get some new tires on this. I bought some new airlines at Peterbilt today, so get some new airlines on the back. get my APU serviced. So all that stuff is good to go when this next truck comes in. So that's about it, y'all. If you happen to come to this Denver terminal or drop yard, whatever you want to call it, if you're looking for some good Mexican food, this area around here is immersed in that population. No matter what direction you go from here, typically the best direction would be north. So the road that you come in on, Pecos Street, if you just keep going straight past the drop yard, you're gonna start seeing a bunch of Mexican restaurants, things like that. You cannot go wrong with any of them out here. Trust me, they are banging. So more than anything specific to say, I just wanted to come in and say what's up to everybody. I hate this thing. I bought this little tripod thing. It's supposed to be better, but this thing is raggedy. But just wanted to stop by, say what's up, kind of throw that out there. Am going to be doing that video, I know I've been saying it, about buying a house, being a truck driver. I'll probably have to break that down into about 3 or 4 different videos. The first video is going to be just how do you actually want to pay for the house? You know what I'm saying? Some cases, you know, a lot of people say, you know what, I just want to pay cash for it. Some circumstances that work better or works really well. In Denver, you cannot save money fast enough to outpace appreciation out here. So I would highly advise to not try to buy anything cash unless you were able to save that cash up quick. Because if you drive out here, no matter what raggedy, hold on a second, no matter what raggedy house you see out here, that shit's worth $230,000 minimum. Condo, townhouse, house, nothing less than $230,000. So it takes, and the speed at which they're going up in value is faster than you would be able to save the money. So a loan would probably be best in that situation, but we'll get into all that down the road. Just wanted to stop in and say what's up. I do appreciate you guys stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.